Hello everybody and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Shireen Kapoor. I'm a Canadian lawyer based out here in UAE as well as working in UAE and Canada both. Now, a lot of people ask me that, Shireen, how did you make this choice of moving to UAE for now? And I say that it is not that I have mental blocks of moving anywhere, honestly. Even when I moved to Canada from India, I was moving in with a very flexible and open mind and not just to live and die in one place. Because when you moved out of your house, you've actually broken that barrier, that mindset of yours that you cannot move. And believe me, when you move, just learn so much more, you explore so much more. It's all settling down is all mentally. It's all a mindset, especially in today's circumstances in today's world where global trends are changing and every day everything is evolving. The world is evolving so much, tech is evolving and tech is coming into so many things. So you can imagine the kind of the world it is becoming, right? It's a new world, I would say. And in these times it is very important that you also remain flexible with your mind and are open to see where you prosper the most. And I feel that being in UAE, I'm close to my home country as well I'm able to manage my immigration practice of Canada because a lot of my clients are based out in this time zone, and especially I am able to focus on my ultimate goal, which is practicing in the Middle East region as a lawyer and helping a lot of people move here, as well helping people make sensible investments in the UAE, especially in Dubai. So now with that motive, I moved here. I moved to UAE for convenience, but here in this video I'm going to tell you what are the 5 things that you should keep in mind while relocating to any country. And by that I mean that don't just follow some blanket to this thing. Make sure that these 5 tips are tailored to your personal circumstances, because that is what I did for myself, and if that works for you, well and good. But if it doesn't, it's okay. Like, there's no FOMO that you should be in right now, because a lot of social media creates a lot of FOMO and people are generally watching reels and everything, and Dubai is such an influencer friendly market that a lot of people are making those. But even if you're not moving to UAE, you are definitely getting something better in any other part of the world, and you should be contented with that and satisfied with that. But for me, this works for me. The whole entire concept works for me. And if you've seen my previous vlogs, I do a lot of honest vlogging about how I've gone through my journey and how I started my legal career in Canada, all those things. And with that in mind, I thought that I should also record this journey of mine in 5 practical tips that I have felt, and it make all the sense to you, and if it could help you, then definitely implement them. And if you don't like my channel and if you don't want such content wherein I share my journey, I share some legal tips and tricks, I share everything about whatever I feel, then to subscribe to it. It definitely encourages me to make more content for you, which is giving my opinion, not selling out anything, not asking you to do anything, but just sharing my heart and journey on my YouTube platform, because I think it's a wonderful platform wherein I'm able to open up. I'm also able to introspect of my journey in some easy steps and trying to comprehend that for you guys. So let's move on to the first thing that I feel, that why should you move? Your why is very specific to yourself and your situation. So ask yourself why you want to relocate. Be it relocating to any country, I would say first question should be why. Now, if it is for a better lifestyle, more money, more safety, security, just anything, your why could be anything, but generic whys are available for people on the net. You can search about it, that why people move to XYZ country. And for me, when I say I moved to this country, is because of I introspect or why. I moved from India to Canada for my degree and for my law. I practiced there and I liked it there, and I think it is my starting platform, and I have loved the country as well. But then I moved to UAE, and now I'm here in UAE is because of the simple reason that I feel that my growth is here, my business is not hampering, the whole environment is suiting me. It is a very ideal situation for me to be in, because I do immigration law in Canada. So all my clients around the world are around the globe, mostly in this part of the world, and this time zone suits me. So my business is not affected. In fact, I'm able to open more events ventures. I'm also able to guide through the UAE, setting up businesses, starting moving entrepreneurs here. It has just widened all the horizons for me, and I think it has been very suitable for me financially as well as mentally. And right now, I think it is the place to be because of its economic prosperity. So that's my reason. But your why could be different. Maybe you want to be staying close to your country, like India. Maybe you are not getting the right kind of fit of job in any other country. It could be a different why for you. So figure out your why is my tip 1. So my second tip, and I think one of the most important tips, is that you should not take the step of moving in fear of missing out. Now, this is something I have noticed in people, that people want to migrate to other countries, to other places, and then they're not happy, or they don't find the right fit work that you want to do. They just don't like the environment they're on, but they have just moved because of FOMO. So FOMO is a very big thing, which I really feel that you should not be thinking, because every place has something to offer, right? So maybe you are watering your grass over there and then it becomes greener on that side of things. Don't think that the grass is always greener on the other side. It will be greener on where you water it. If you are trying to move to a different place, you're trying to think of relocation just because your relatives have moved, your friends have moved, it should not be your ground. Because in the end, this journey of your moving, this mental journey, everything is your own. Nobody is going to walk it for you. They will walk their own journey. And especially in these countries where people become so busy in their lives, and there's a constant cycle of earning money, making their ends meet. Of course, moving out of comfort zone just because of FOMO can bring in a lot of frustration later on, which can result into ulterior things in life. So make sure that your move it resonates with what you think. It is practical for you. It is financially making more sense to you. And because end of the day, it all boils down to these practical approaches, and I would say nothing Instagrammable is like all about. My third tip is that this decision should financially make the most sense to you. Now, a lot of people I help in migrating to Canada or Middle East, I have seen that they, move to different countries for financial perspective. Of course, I understand mostly my clients are, people who are taking the decisions in their family, and I talk to them every day. So I understand that their mentality is for a better life for the kids, everything. And of course, finances is something that is one main concern. Not many people think that Dubai is affordable, but honestly, it is only affordable if you are earning here in that particular currency. Or say, for example, even in US, you are moving, Canada, you're earning in those currency. If you're not earning in that currency and you're spending out from your home country currency, most likely, even though you must be a millionaire back home, most likely that will still pinch you. So it's very important you figure out a financial source of flow in that particular country where you're moving. Like in Dubai, if I have taken the decision to move as a lawyer, then I'm kind of making sure myself that this source of income is not limited to my Canadian income or my Indian income or any other income. I also earn in dirham. So it's very important that you have your financial sources in place and you don't have to bring in funds unless you are going for that bridging period, right? Because if you are giving some time to a new place, of course you will take time to settle, network, meet people, start your own business. That's gonna take time. You need a buffer, but make sure that financially your decision is making sense to you, so that it does not amount to any kind of frustration later on. So as an entrepreneur, fourth most important thing that you need to think is where you're going to get the business from. Maybe you are a startup founder, you moved to UAE for a better life and for that kind of network people that you want to meet. You want to be in that mindset. You want to be in that environment where you are meeting people who are actually helping you grow. Because honestly, I feel that the growth mindset runs across the city. Everybody is going to help everybody. You just need to have the right nets of platforms. But that's not possible in every other country. So for me, if I, as a lawyer, move to UAE, I'll join multiple legal groups where I know that what's happening, what is latest going on in different areas of law, because you need to be updated in my field. So highly likely same as for you, because if you don't network, you don't create your net worth. So it's very important that if you have a good network in right now, wherever you are, you don't want to leave. But if you are ready to take that risk, take that leap of faith, then definitely in UAE you are able to network with endless number of people endless number of opportunities, and you just need the right direction. You should know what you want, because you can get into so many things. You would want to do this plus that, because there's so much going on. It's a fast-paced city, but what I like about it, that whatever you want to do, you can definitely achieve it if you are sitting with the right kind of people. And my favorite tip for moving any places: open the map of that place and to learn about that city. You should know where you're going to, what you're going to do, what you're going to be. Like, for example, if you are somebody who's into fintech, into innovation, I recommend you enjoy the DIFC ecosystem. They have so much to do in terms of, any kind of innovation hub. They are leading that way in terms of startups. Now, if you are somebody who's going good with art and content creation, then Dubai Studio City is something that you want to be in, the place that you want to be in. They're offering so many different programs, for arts, and for especially the content creators, golden visa program, etc. There's so much going on, even freelancer visas, even so many opportunities to network in your particular field. Similarly for other fields, because Dubai is divided that way. So you should be knowing the map of the place where you're moving, why you're moving there, whom are you going to network, search and research again, because there's nothing more important than your social skills here, because that is what you're moving for. I'm definitely sure that, of course, you're moving. I know a lot of entrepreneurs move to UAE, and hence I can tell you that I know the kind of mindset you are thinking. With that mindset also, you need to know the places that you are going to visit, where it's going to be helpful for you. If you are going to be, for example, if I'm a lawyer, I know that my work as a legal consultant can be to advise and consult people in all areas of Dubai in different specters. But I chose my area wherever I want to practice, right? But depending on your profile, your business activity, your profession, you can also look into the areas you want to settle down into, learn about the Dubai map, and only then get into where you want to stay, because where you will stay is the kind of community you will be driven by. So make sure these 5 tips you follow, not just in general for Dubai, but for any place that you're moving into, because as an immigration lawyer, I can tell you these are the 5 things that can be, sometimes a barrier in your journey. So just think it through. If you have any other topics or any other thing that you want me to vlog about, put it in the comments, and do follow and do stay in touch on my YouTube channel for more such content. Thank you, bye bye, and good night.